Hi, and welcome to the second edition of the BW Momentum Conference 2025. Today we're here with Amandeep from JK Cement. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's lovely to meet you.
Same here.
So, one of the questions I'd like to ask you is about applications of Gen AI in marketing strategy. So, right now, as prominent as Gen AI is, we're not seeing it have any sort of visible impact in the actual campaigns. Now, do you think this is because we're being justifiably very cautious about the way we use AI, or do you think we're not utilizing it to its full potential yet?
Okay, so talking about the category that I'm a part of, so Gen AI has a lot of applications. So we have seen, for example, content which we used to take about say 20 days, 30 days. The classical way of creating content, doing a shoot and a post production, that kind of a content timeline getting crunched from a month or 20 days to 3 days. I created a Valentine film in 3 days flat. It was entirely made from AI, nothing else was there. So that has an application. In addition to that, there are also applications which are specific to our category. For example, there is a tool called as Visualizer, which lets you choose a color and see how your walls look in that color without committing to the painting process. So those applications, and this application has been there around a while. What is important to see over here is not that what it does, but eventually how does it feed into the overall purchase behavior. If you rely solely on, so for example, an AI kind of application like Visualizer, it's not going to help, because eventually in a category like paints, people are looking for touch and feel. So while AI can help you maybe do a shortlisting of some of the choices that you have from 2000 odd colors to maybe 5 odd colors, eventually it boils down to you going to a painting shop or asking one of the applicators to do a sampling at your home before making a final choice. So I would say it's not either or. Both of them have a role to play. The AI also has a role to play, whereas the traditional way of selection of the and zeroing down the product also has a role to play in this.
So, a mix of this like more traditional approach, this more human approach, combined with the tools that AI can provide you to sort of expedite that process is very important.
It's not going to replace the traditional way in which this category is being bought or consumed by people. It is going to facilitate or aid that decision making. What used to take a lot of time, as I said, I gave two examples, one from a very creative perspective and one from something, a tool which helps in consumers in making choices. It is just going to aid that process. It's not going to do that thing for the consumer end to end. So both of them have the role. AI just helps you in making the decision quicker and better.
Amazing. So I also want to ask you a little bit about what your media mix looks like at JK Cement. So what kind of media do you usually engage with when it comes to marketing, and where do the majority of the resources end up going?
Sure. So the media mix is a combination of the traditional media, which is your print, TV, outdoor, as well as the digital. And within digital also, it is not just your the Meta and YouTube. It also has to do with the new age media, something like OTT, CTV, particularly in the with the smart TV penetration increasing. Lot many more people are buying smart TVs, and you have a lot of incidents of what you call as cord cutters, cord fakers, cord shredders. Those people cannot be reached through a traditional linear TV. You have to reach out to them through a CTV platform. In addition to that, we also have those technologies which build incremental reach on TV. For example, something like a beacon-based technology, a zapper or a silver push, which allows you to do a negative or a positive targeting amongst consumers who have either seen your ad or who have not seen your ad. So these platforms combined with the traditional mediums like TV are giving rise to an integrated marketing campaign wherein all these media platforms work in tandem with each other and give you a desired marketing objectives.
Amazing. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. I think it's been a very insightful conversation. Very lovely to meet you again.